I'm Major Andrew Wiley. I am the Area Commander for the Salvation Army of Greater Winston-Salem. Here at the Salvation Army, our work daily is motivated by our mission to share the gospel and to meet people at their point of need, knowing that when people are hungry and hurting, they're not necessarily ready to hear the gospel until you meet the immediate need. And so that is our motivation. Our name, Center of Hope, says it all. We try to meet families who are homeless and struggling and provide them a place of hope and help them figure out how they put their life back together, so that this is not an end, this is a stop on their journey to a better place and a better life. When families come to the Center of Hope, there is nowhere else for them to go. Those families may consist of mom, dad, and the children. It may be a single mom. Oftentimes we see single dads who are in need of shelter for their families. The struggles range from anything from how do I get work? What do I do with my children while I try to work? And that's one of the beauties of our programs, because not only at the Center of Hope do we provide for these families with their children, but school-age children are a part of our Boys and Girls Club program. And so that takes one of those concerns away from the parents. Where do my children go while I'm looking for work? And the answer to that is they're at the Boys and Girls Club in our after-school program or in our summer day camp program. When they come to us, they don't know what tomorrow looks like. And oftentimes we see them literally belongings in a trash bag or a pillowcase. That's hard for any family. That's hard for children, but then a lot of those families come with middle school and high school students. And if you can imagine being a middle schooler in that environment where you're now living in a homeless shelter, and do you want people to know that and the stress that puts on the children? And so it's just really important for us to minister to the whole family, and in doing so, give them hope and return them to some sense of self-sufficiency. One of the things that I often like to talk about, we've come through 2 years of a pandemic and the challenges that brought for all of us. But imagine being a homeless family looking for housing in the midst of a pandemic. But there was never a month in the pandemic that we did not move some families out of shelter and into housing. And I think that speaks volumes to our staff and their dedication to do the very thing we're talking about, to bring hope in hopeless times. And we think one of the things that we share in common is the understanding of the mission and why we do what we do. And so just that prayer support, supporting our mission, means a lot to know every day that somebody out there is praying for us and supporting us so that we can continue to do the frontline work that we do.